either one of them is on. And that's why you ain't on. Yeah. They still hear you, though.
Oh.
Well, the computer about to get hot. Hey! Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Why he doing that? Yeah. This is C&G Sports Podcast.
Try again.
This is
Try
C.
again.
All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is
No.
G&C Sports Talk.
No.
Where we about to give y'all some great information, sports related, music related, the culture related. You know, just a little something.
Because he didn't do it right, because he kept trying to put his initial in front of mine. This is G&C Sports Talk, where we do it
For the culture.
by the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
Number one sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. First time tuning in, I am the G. I am Gary.
This is Cary.
And we want to thank you for tuning in so very much.
Yeah,
we
man.
love you. We thank you. We want to make sure we shout out first our repeat offenders. Thank y'all for being locked in, whether it's from 6 years ago, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, less than a day ago, or if you rocking with us today, thank you for tuning in.
We appreciate it.
For the new subscribers, the new likes, the new views.
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate you. And if you are new here, we want to say thank you. We love you, and we can't wait to see you next time we go live and or have a recording, all that good stuff. Last thing, so we get into these comments and then get into all the wonderful things that are going on in sports right now.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure whether you're a new subscriber, bot, yes, I said bot, new like, new view, whatever it may be, if you are tuning in, everybody, we need to do this. And right before we get to the comments, it's two things I want to say. If this power go out one more time, I'm going to scream. Because it went out twice before we got started, and I'm so mad. So if the power go off, we're going to do our best to get back on. But y'all put one up in the air because I don't think it's going to go off. Number two, we here at G&C Sports Talk. We love music. We love entertaining, being entertained by it, entertaining with it if we could play it.
Mm-hmm.
And we also love listening to it. Because we love listening to it so much, at the end of this episode, like we do at the end of every other episode, we make sure that we share music picks with you all. And your way to go ahead and interact with us, besides these comments, is make sure you put in the chat next to your favorite song, artist, or album, put an M next to that. Yes, that is an M next to the song, artist, or album. We will make sure to highlight your music picks as well as ours before we get everything going.
Got to.
All right. And there it is. What are you listening to? There you go. All right. Now, without further ado, get into these comments real quick, shall we?
Well, my hair getting long, boy.
Yeah, I knew you wanted to say that.
Yeah, my hair.
Number one sports podcast of the universe. That is from our mother. You like how I keep passing you over?
Man.
Good evening, Miss Chelsea Kenyatta.
What up, though?
What up, Kenyatta? I'm never going to get tired of it.
Chelsea.
I said Chelsea Kenyatta. Hello to our cousin, Angelica Jackson. How you doing? Hope everything lovely over there.
Tell the kiddos we said what's up.
Tell them we said what's up. And the young man.
And the young man himself, yeah.
Hello. We already spoke to you.
Back another week from Black Rating. By the way, I hopped back on. I'm on the way, bro. Low-key getting a little bit better.
Thank you for tuning in, Black Rating. What's up, Spencer? What it do? I thought about you this weekend, but I did not get a chance to call you. So sometime this week/weekend, just know I'm going to call.
Sure.
And here we go. To the lady that sent me stuff for us to make sure we updated on. How you doing, cuzzo? How you doing, cousin? LaShawn, we're going to use your government name. I can't know your nickname. I'm possessive. How are you doing, friend?
Happy Tuesday.
Happy
Chardonnay,
Tuesday.
what up?
I like the different sounds. We're going to make sure we get them all in there. I played with them, so I still don't think they all work yet. You're right. You are absolutely right. I love the t-shirts. Our mother came out here this weekend. We actually got these for free
at the Galleria,
and they did not tell us who they were.
At the Galleria. Hey, we appreciate y'all. We definitely do appreciate y'all. You got to represent Thursday, Juneteenth. Do your history.
Good evening. Good evening, GR Houston Jack.
What up? What up? How you doing?
Love you so very dearly. Why the lights off? Because Cary didn't pay the bill. Cary did not pay the bill this month.
Well,
he said you said you take care of 2 households.
To breathe.
All right, thank y'all for submitting y'all music picks. Keep doing it. We gonna get them in there at the end. Keep submitting them. We are paying attention to it. You want to take a stab at that? FTK.
FTK is the nicest way possible.
I'm gonna go ahead and show my old man card real quick. What FTK? FTK? Question mark. Back for coming out the road. I was in Nebraska. We're gonna talk about that.
They were filming Supernatural out there. I bet.
They probably
would.
We have to talk about that.
Yeah.
But yes, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get started. We have been in these comments enough. We will be back to them. Y'all keep it coming. First thing we got to talk about. First thing on the agenda. NBA Finals.
Yep. And as you guys know right now, the Oklahoma City Thunder are up 3 games to Indiana's 2 games. Oklahoma needs 1 more game to win the championship, to win the finals. And man, for Indiana, y'all, I said it last week. Y'all should have took care of business. Y'all won game 3, which was definitely needed, but y'all need to win game 4 to have a comfortable lead in the finals. And I've said it. Okay, I can't stress enough how important games 3 and 4 was for the Indiana Pacers, and how much they needed them to win that game and have a comfortable lead. Now the edge is going to Oklahoma City Thunder. Right now, one of my favorite players that I've been watching for Indiana has been Pascal Siakam and also Ben Mathurin from Canada. Both of them have just been balling. I like words can't express, like they have been balling. Ben he should get a contract. I've been saying it. If everybody on the Pacers team played like Ben plays or had a confidence like Ben Mathurin plays, they will be leaps and bounds. Like this will be and this is a competitive series. This is more competitive than what I thought it was going to be. But again, Jalen Williams for Oklahoma City Thunder had the high hand yesterday, cutting to the rim, getting to the goal, hitting open shots, making difficult shots. He was just on the road. He had 40 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the NBA's MVP, had 31 points. They were just a menace on defense. They was all over the place on defense. Casey Wallace was hit his first couple of threes in the finals yesterday. He had a good game. Caruso bringing energy. He had a good game. It just seemed Aaron Wiggins coming off the bench. He had a good game. It just seemed like Oklahoma City's Thunder's the depth and the defense is the reason that they may win these finals.
Come on, man. Let it be a conversation. I'm trying to get something into.
Oh, go ahead.
You're gonna take all the points, man.
I ain't say everything I want to say.
So when it comes to game 5, now we'll be going into game 6 Thursday. If y'all saw my blooper, I got it wrong last week. I got it right this week. Thursday is the game 6 of the NBA Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder are proving why majority of people had them as they picked. Not only are they disruptive defensively and are a top defensive team, I won't say all the time like other people because it doesn't look like that, but they are, I guess, top defensive team this year. Sure. When it comes to what they're doing to Indiana, it's not as though they're just smothering them. It's the fact that Indiana is not finishing things as though they should. They have a slow start a lot of times. That had to do with their star. Yes, he's a star, not an all-star, not a superstar. Now we can give him all-star if we want to.
Are we going to give him all NBA?
No. He cannot get that whether they give it to him or not. He ain't getting all NBA on this here podcast. Tyrese Haliburton, it's not about the scoring. It's not about the lack of points on the board, even though you had 0 going through almost 3 quarters last night. It is about the efficiency at which you do what you do, which is not a lot at times. The ball goes out your hand so much so fast that you only had 2 assists at halftime last night. 0 points, 2 assists, I think 1 rebound. This is for the perennial superstar, supposedly for the Indiana Pacers. And I say supposedly because superstar status means something different for people in the association. Like I did that there. When it comes to what the Oklahoma City Thunder are doing as a team, both these teams replicate each other in a similar sense. They go depth-wise, deep as can be. But also, you don't know who you're going to get it from on what night. And Jalen Williams scored 40 points last night from Santa Clara College, I believe.
Yep.
And he is well within his right to say he is the number 2 option on that team instead of Chet Holmgren. Not only with the way that he scores, but the impact that he has defensively, also offensively, the way he slashes the rims, the way he affects the game. Yes, Chet Holmgren is getting it done defensively, but offensively, it is a stinker. Having said all that, I think he's gonna go 7.
I hope it goes 7, man. Look, the reason why I want to go 7. Look, let this last a little bit longer. We make it just 2 more games. I don't want to end in Game 6. Oklahoma City, y'all win on your own home court, and also I want to continue to keep watching basketball.
Well, also,
I think I ain't gonna say it's gonna be a long summer, but the Olympics was last year. I don't know what we have to look forward to in the summertime, but we're going to find some stuff.
We got articles to look forward to.
Yep.
Also, Tyrese Haliburton, MRI being done, I believe, on his calf. He probably will not play Game 6. If he does not play Game 6, there is hope because that little Steve Nash Jr., TJ McConnell, will be in the game. He did affect the game. He was the MVP for the Indiana Pacers for Game 5. What I can say is this. All hope is not lost because that home energy that Indiana gets, the way that other people step up, this is why depth is so important, especially for this year. I think that's the theme for it. Yep. Depth is so important. It is not over for what we will see when it comes to this series. And as I did when I was talking to one of my homeboys, which I just remembered I need to send this link.
Yeah, you want me?
It ain't over to the fat lady saying, and until they hit 0, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, man. I don't know what to expect. Oklahoma City just been playing every game in this series. Oklahoma City has been playing. It has been close. Besides Indiana almost got it down to 5 last night. Then Oklahoma City just took off like they normally do when they see blood in the water. They pretty much pull they sharks in the water. But I'm looking to see what adjustments Rick Carlisle is going to make with Oklahoma City Thunder. I think you should start playing Ben Mathurin a little bit more. I don't think Ben's been playing as much as he should in these playoffs. And I don't know if he needs to start or if he needs to come off the bench. I mean, him coming off the bench is a spark plug because he can defend. He takes pride in defense. He can go get a bucket. He does some things that are questionable, but who doesn't, man? He excited. He is he excited to play. He likes to play. He likes to compete. And then of course he over there competing with with his Canadian brother Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He trying to prove his worth. So I think Rick Carlisle might need to go a little bit deep on the bench. Just the only thing with that, on defense they'll be solid, but it's just on offense, man. And those turnovers again, they be Indiana. Y'all be costing yourselves so many points just off the turnovers. Y'all need to protect the ball and get some shots. And I ain't saying it's a referee thing, but call it both ways. Caruso, Lou Dort, the linebacker, it just seemed like a lot of people getting pushed off their spots, man. It's getting called one way, it ain't getting called the other way. But I said it yesterday that Indiana need to take a page out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's book and just, when you feel contact, just throw the ball up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work like that, but from G, really 7 games. I want OKC to win and call it a day. I'm not gonna lie. For me, it is a bit of basketball fatigue going on here. As much as I'm enjoying this, I'm kind of ready to see who's gonna actually win this. So if
it might be over, it might be on Thursday.
It may be over on Thursday, and that's my whole thing.
I hope not. But
so if it ends on Thursday, because if it don't end on Thursday, that's Sunday, right? That Sunday game. Okay, so regardless, this week going into next week, it's gonna be done.
It's gonna be done. By the time this next podcast come around next Tuesday, it should be
done. No. It's gonna be done.
It's gonna be done.
Because the game's gonna be over before we record again live. That is. Yes. I'm with you, G. It is a bit of basketball fatigue, and it's interesting why we don't feel this way about football. Because I'm sorry, we don't feel this way about college football and the NFL because they do have the USFL. And yes, it's entertaining, but I have not watched it. I'm gonna give it a shot next year because the championship is already over.
Yeah,
but I don't get the same feeling that I do with the NFL and NCAA.
I mean, if I think if you count the whole playoffs, whether it's Oklahoma City, yeah, they would have played more games in the playoffs than the whole football season.
The USFL?
No, the NFL. Probably.
Huh?
Yeah, if you look at all of the games that's why it's basketball fatigue. If you look at the games that the Oklahoma City Thunder has played through the playoffs, they probably would have played more games in the NBA playoffs than the whole regular season in the NFL.
Well, it's basketball fatigue because of the season being so long, and also it's 7 games in every series.
Yeah. So they wiped out.
No, but I get basketball fatigue easy anyway. The playoffs have been. The playoffs have been very much entertaining.
I mean, it's different strokes for different folks.
No, I'm just saying the playoffs have been very entertaining. The regular season until the All-Star break come, I don't be caring. But that's just what a lot of people say. Here's our resident Oklahoma City Thunder fan. We here. We got to put them down the next game. We shall see. Not sure what's gonna happen, but. Yeah, same. I'm over basketball. It's nothing personal, dog.
Of course, I ain't said it was.
Football just it get the juices flowing differently. That's all.
It's just I feel. Hey,
I'll be excited. I have tuned in a lot more than what I did when we were younger because I'll be like, yeah, playoffs is when I'm.
Man, I'll be tuned in, watching on my phone, playing 2K. Man. I like it.
What it is, Chase. How is it going? Also, another resident Oklahoma City Thunder fan. This is who told me it ain't over to the fat lady sing in a sense. Paraphrasing here.
All I want to know is
he's been an Oklahoma City fan.
If either team wins, are y'all going to the parade, the championship parade? I want to know, man. I just want to hit up a championship parade just because be like, I'm a diehard.
Well, you just want to hit up a championship parade, or you want to hit up a team that you like parade?
No, it's just championship parade.
You missed the Rangers?
I don't care about baseball.
But I'm saying they had a championship parade, though.
Well, we ain't.
That's why I'm asking, dude, does it matter?
The whole time.
No, I'm asking but actually, does it matter?
Yeah, it matters because I don't watch baseball.
I'm just saying, you said, but you got to specify. You had a championship.
Okay, basketball and football.
Okay, then say that next time. Say that next time. Okay.
No.
When we win the title, I'm going. You're not hurting my feelings
at all. I have no dog in this fight.
You can remind.
I literally have no dog in this fight.
You can remind me, Black Raiden, but I'll tell you this: you had said you was gonna quit your team if they lost.
If they lose,
remember if they lose.
Hey,
I want you to hold true.
Tyrese.
I want you to hold true to what you said.
Tyrese.
Another thing, real quick, a couple things with the NBA. We'll start first with the New York Knicks. New York Knicks, they fired Tom Thibodeau. We know about that already.
One of my segments.
Okay, we ain't got to go too deep. We ain't got to go too deep. So they fired Tom Thibodeau. They don't have a coach. They were searching for coaches that were already on their teams, whether they were happy or not. The only coach that I hear that a lot of people talking about is Jason Kidd because the Dallas situation is so volatile.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that I think I'm disgusted about is how are y'all gonna go get Ime Udoka when that team is about to get rebuilt? He's building his image, and Houston love him. It doesn't matter what he got going on. I think Houston loves him, and I think the thing that y'all gonna pry him from. What's my boy for the Timberwolves? What's his name? Not right. What is his name?
I have no idea.
I know his name because they went. Okay, they wanted to talk to Dallas coach. They wanted to talk to Houston coach. They wanted to talk to Minnesota coach.
Mind you, Ime just came off a number 2 seed in the West. Y'all couldn't even get number 2 in the East. Why would I? I mean, why would he go? Why would he go to New York? Especially when he had some good at Boston, but he did that himself. But why would I go from one situation where I got young talent? I was number 2 seed in the mighty West under Oklahoma City Thunder, who's on the verge of winning, to go to New York. Now, granted, they made it to the conference finals the first time in over 20 years, I believe. But it ain't no guarantee that they're gonna be back at that spot again. You know what I'm saying? It's about. I would never do that.
It's about the allure of the New York market, what it means to have the Knicks as a team. Truly, even when you're not competitive with the Knicks, you are here in the long-standing conversation until you bounced out. I would never take the New York Knicks job if I'm a coach, because your ceiling and your flow is the NBA championship, whether you win it or not, because y'all have been, because the previous team this year has been to the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'll tell you
not taking that job. Hold on. I'm gonna get this man on the base. Hey, funny thing, I might be saying Dodger Blue here soon. So I filled out a thing for work the other day, and they said, "What's your favorite baseball team?" And you know, by de facto, it used to be Atlanta Braves. Okay. Well, I'm just saying because we could see the Braves on TV when we was growing up on TBS or whatever, or Chicago Network sometimes. But I usually put the Atlanta Braves. I put the Dodgers the other day. But yeah, I definitely said that.
And I mean it.
Y'all heard it here first. Black Raiders,
right?
If they lose, lights on. Yeah. So when it comes to the New York Knicks job, it's interesting to see what they get, because I think that's going to determine if they get somebody else. As presently constructed, I don't think they will win the championship. But also, depending on who they get, they probably still won't win the championship. And again, your ceiling is, your floor is you have to get to the Eastern Conference Finals whenever you come in next year. If not, it's a fail. So I think that's interesting for the New York Knicks job. And I'm not sure who's going to take it, but that's crazy.
Nah, I look, it's just everything here, like everybody they've been calling, they just been declining, like just hanging up the phone. I saw on Bleacher Report, they said when New York had contacted Dallas, they said no and hung up the phone just like that.
Nah, for real.
I don't know, New York, y'all just can't be prying. You got to be out your mind if you think a team or a coach that's on a contract on a team that's almost to especially with Jason Kidd, that almost was in the finals the year before, will be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, forget Dallas. Let me go to New York and go to their organization. Man, ain't no way. Y'all out your mind.
Speaking of out your mind, Kevin Durant wants to get traded to quite a few teams.
Yes, sir.
And I'm not sure who's all on board with this Kevin Durant train, but we have, what was it? He said he's interested in the Miami Heat, the New York Knicks, and
the Rockets. Well, Spurs, Rockets, and Heat. The Knicks. I believe you are right on the Knicks.
He said he wanted to go. Yeah.
But here's the thing: if anybody can remember a few years ago, before he decided to go to Brooklyn, I vividly remember somebody interviewing him just like on the street or whatever, and they was like, yeah, you know, since you're a free agent, why you don't go to New York? And he was like, yeah, I'll never go to New York. And the same thing that Sharif O'Neal did when I think TMZ had called him with his mama, and they was going out somewhere, and they was like, why won't you commit to LSU? And I want to say, I'm paraphrasing what he had said. He was like, LSU, they ain't even in my top 5. And when he left UCLA, what happened? He went right back to LSU. What you say? Cupcake will get picked up by somebody. Oklahoma City.
He ain't going back. He gonna fit that culture.
Never say never.
He not going back.
Yeah, he ain't going back.
Oklahoma City would be a fool to sit up there and give away anybody or trade picks. Literally, honestly, the best team set up to acquire and dump things. Like, no, I'm not. Nostalgia purposes, you'll be back for that 1-day contract.
Yeah. Where do you think he's gonna go? Where would you like for him to go?
Where would I like for him to go?
Yeah. Where would you like for him to go? And where do you think he's gonna go?
He should have went back to the Golden State Warriors when he had the chance. Him, Jimmy, Draymond, Steph. He should have went back when he had the chance. That's the only place it worked for you, brother. That's the only place it ever worked for you. Go back to not Oklahoma. Go back to the Golden State Warriors. Go be a Warrior. Go retire a Warrior. Y'all have a shot. You might even win one more. It ain't worked anywhere else. Kevin Durant, you should have went back to the Warriors. Don't go to the Knicks because you ain't gonna win nothing there. If you say winning is important, don't go to the Knicks. Don't go to the Heat.
Definitely don't go to the Heat. I don't see what the Heat have to offer. Like, if you go to the Heat, you might as well stay in Phoenix. All that.
Right. Don't go to the Houston Rockets because they're going to have to give up too much to get you. And if you're going to go to the Spurs, understand you can't get 30 a night because they go to Wimpy. So you should have went to Golden State. Honestly, like where else is there that fits in your mind if you could think really quick that it fits with him and it also gives him a chance to win a championship?
I would say it could probably be New York.
New York and what they got to give up because they're not keeping everybody they got. So what they got to give up?
You're going to have to give up a couple first-round picks.
And you're going to give up Cat probably.
No, you don't have to give up Cat.
Who you got to give up? Because you're just not going to get no picks for Kevin.
But here's the thing: they signed Mikal Bridges, but you
can always trade if somebody take the contract.
Yeah, well, they signed Mikal Bridges and they gave away, if I'm not mistaken, like 4 first-round picks. So, but I don't know if they go. I think that goes to Brooklyn. And it's just like, but
so that's what I'm saying.
But
you don't have no first rounder, so it's got to be people.
If you give up them picks and OG Oganobi and maybe Mitchell Robinson, maybe you gotta give up Mitchell Robinson. But I don't think if you give him Mitchell Robinson, I don't think the New York Knicks media is going like that because he is the heart. He is the heart and soul of that team, especially on defense.
Well, it's not even that. It's what does Phoenix want? Mitchell Robinson can't do nothing for Phoenix.
Well, Devin Booker about to get the max. So,
but that's what I'm saying.
Well,
like
he gonna be dreading that because he gonna be the only person. Like
I got Bradley. Everybody be forgetting about Bradley.
Well, they trying to move away from Bradley anyway because
Bradley got no trade clause.
Exactly, got no trade clause.
So you can't move away from him unless he want to get moved away from. And I ain't heard nothing that Bradley Beal say he want to leave Phoenix. Y'all better sit. That's what you need to be trying to sit up there. Bradley, where do you want to go? Y'all worried about Kevin Durant going off here. Y'all need to figure out where Bradley Beal want to go because that's who hold all the cards. Mm-hmm. He the one that got the big joker.
Yep, he do, man. Yeah. But
Mario killed me with that cupcake. That was funny.
Yeah, that got to be crazy.
Hey, no, I know y'all want Kevin Durant no more. And here's the thing: he's never coming to y'all because y'all don't want to give up anything that y'all got. And you definitely not trying to give up none of the future assets you can get. You trying to keep everybody you can for the Oklahoma City Thunders as long as you can until it's time to trade them for picks or pieces to continue to get better. Yeah, no, it's not going to Oklahoma. He don't need to go to Miami. New York makes no sense, but New York is a place I think I heard where he wants to go. Mm-hmm. And that's, I believe, because of Jalen Brunson, which that could probably work. But they got to give up Cat. And I know what you're saying. No, you can't. But honestly, Cat and Jalen can't play on the floor at the same time, according to what it's not me. I heard it quite a few times. They don't work on the floor together. When Carl went off, that was it game 3. When he went off, guess who
Jalen was on the bench. I think he's still good to have both on the court at the same time. But Jalen ain't going nowhere. I don't think Cat going nowhere.
No, Cat is definitely tradable.
No, he is not tradable. Not for Kevin Durant. Not after what he did this past postseason.
Kevin Durant can score the same, if not more.
He can.
And
okay.
No, it's no. I'm telling you, I saw reports today said it's a possible. If that was to happen, that would be the trade plus. Would have to get some picks in compensation too, because just Kevin Durant, Karl at the time, straight up is crazy. Speaking of a crazy trade, Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic is wild.
Yeah, man, they in the win right now mode, man. They traded away Memphis traded away Desmond Bane for Cole Anthony, Contavious Caldwell Pope, and I believe a first round pick or
ankle monitor.
A couple of first round picks. Crazy. That is crazy. That's one of the unforgettable stories that nobody still don't talk about today.
That man's leg was chafing while he was
with an ankle monitor on playing in the Lakers. Crazy times. That's why you gotta love sports, bro. That's why you gotta love sports. But what you think about the trade? Me personally, I think it was a cool trade.
I think the trade don't do nothing for neither one of them. Like, yes, Orlando Magic do get a 3-point shooter, and Desmond Bane is one of the best 3-point shooters since he came into the league.
And built like a linebacker.
And he built like a linebacker, as you say. And he's also a pretty good defensive player. Orlando just got to stay healthy. Yeah. And that starts with Jalen Suggs, honestly.
And Franz Wagner.
I like Franz, but Franz, however you say it.
Oh, yeah, Franz Wagner.
However you say it. I like him, but he's not going to be the thing that gets them over the hump. I believe it really, truly lies with Jalen Suggs' health. And I think they got Desmond Bane in there to maybe, I guess, relieve some pressure. It was okay trade. It was wild. It went for, so many picks, and they gave up Cole Anthony, who I think is still kind of budding young star, getting to what he needs to get into. But on the flip side, looks like the Grizzlies about to tear this whole thing down.
Yeah, I think, look, don't be surprised if Ja Morant get traded. Look, it's just some things right now, especially in the media and everything dealing with sports, especially in the NBA. After what we seen with Luka, I think everybody is replaceable. Like when they traded Luka, like it's certain players that's not replaceable. And Luka, unfortunately, he got replaced. He was replaced by Cooper Flag now. But I don't think maybe Amen Thompson, he's untradeable. Wemby, of course, he's untradeable. Jokic, he's untradeable. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's untradeable, but I still think it's going to be some stuff going on trading wise in the NBA.
Well, we hadn't hit the end of the season yet, and we know July 4th is when a lot of things happen in terms of like deadlines. Well, not deadlines, but the beginning of free agency. Here's what happened, G, because I know you said you didn't hear about it. It was kind of crazy the way it snuck in there. Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic. Period.
Yeah.
The Memphis Grizzlies get KCP, Contavious Caldwell Pope, Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first-round picks.
Yep.
A number 16 in the 2025, 2026 first-round pick. That's something coming from the Suns or the Wizards. And a 2028 and a 2030 unprotected first-round pick.
Yep.
That is a lot for Desmond Bane, who was or is considered a very valuable role player. And I commend the Orlando Magic. I hope it helps them out because they're really right there. They look like what Oklahoma City Thunder and I don't know. I guess you could say the Cavs at one point before they got Donovan Mitchell.
Yep.
Also, what the Indiana Pacers look like when the Boston Celtics were kind of going through their woes. Like the Orlando Magic are really better than advertised, and they almost look like the Indiana Pacers in the sense of unless you see them play, you don't know how good they are. And this move should help them. It gives them definitely more reach, a definite 3-point shooter. Long as Paolo Vaquero, am I saying it right?
Paolo Vaquero.
I always get the first name. Yeah. Paolo Vaquero stays with who he is, and he's definitely a problem. Yep. As long as he stays with who he is and their health can be where it is, this move should make them more of a contender, and hopefully it gets them to the second round. I think they got to stop falling below number 4 in the rankings.
I agree, man. The good thing about this team, they are young. They do have a good core group of young players, young talented players, players that want to play defense. The Jalen Suggs, the Anthony Blacks that went to Arkansas, that's went to Duncanville out here in Texas. Good young player. Still Vaquero, he's going to be a talent. He's already an all-star as is. The Wagner boys, they doing their thing. If Desmond Bane just came around, and they also, mind you, they took that Cleveland Cavaliers team to 6 games. They took the number 1 seed in the East to 6 games, and that's a testament to how good they are. But injuries have been an issue for them. They've been creeping up on them as well. So if they can stay healthy, they could probably do some good things. I like what I'm seeing from Orlando.
Gee, say goodness. But every
But
day,
Desmond Bane, and mind you, still got to pay him over 2. I think he got signed with the Grizzlies for $200 million. So I think they still have to pay him for that. But hey, Desmond, you get out of Memphis. You in a pretty Orlando, Florida. So you good.
He'll be okay. He'll be all right. But before we get going, so we go to get into our legendary segments, as I'll be put in the description. Yeah. When it comes to the Memphis Grizzlies, talk about when life comes at you fast. Ooh. I don't know if you had it, but gee whiz, the darlings of the NBA to tomfoolery looks like it. That foolishness is what our uncles say. That's what the Grizzlies look like. And yes, they still have Ja Morant. They have Jaren Jackson. They got a couple great role players, Cole Anthony, KCP. But this team, as presently constructed, they are talking about Ja Morant being traded, dog.
Yeah, man.
And that is insane. Also, he's an injury liability. Also, we ain't talking about the off-court stuff, but also because you can't stay healthy, because you don't really have, and you shoot threes decently, but because you don't really have much more besides you being explosive going to the rim, all you look like is a hot ticket seller right now.
Yep.
But you don't look like a valuable contender.
A winning player.
A winning player.
He wins enough, just not enough to get to the point where Oklahoma City is right now.
Well, he gets to the playoffs, but they don't get past the first round.
Don't get past the first round or the second round. Like, good enough player as he is. There you hitting the
I think
nail on the head.
I think they better strike gold on these first round picks, because without Desmond Bane, they look very, very weak offensively. If you ask me, when it comes to extending the floor and shooting threes, I don't see this being very well.
Yep.
And we know how young players are when they come in. Sometimes it takes them a while to find their footing. If you go from not even being in the play-in or making the playoffs to nothing, I think that bodes well. And let's not forget, you also fired your head coach.
Yep, they looking like the Pelicans. They looking like the Bulls right now. They just looking pretty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say they bad off because they did make the playoffs, but it is looking pretty bad, man. Like Toronto, like any bad team you think of right now, Memphis is about to be in that conversation, because I don't know what direction they're going in. I don't know who they're gonna pick up. I don't trust like the first round picks, in the draft and everything. That's cool and all, but it's a win now. It's a win now in NBA game right now. You don't want to wait to your picks that in the year's draft and next year's draft or the year after that to develop, and then y'all just don't know what y'all doing. Don't look like y'all know what y'all doing.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, before we get to our segments, one more time, well, maybe 2 more times after this, but this time we want to know what you're listening to at the end of this show. Like we do at the end of every other show, we highlight music picks, because we here at G&C Sports Talk love music, love talking about it, listening to it, and finding out more about it. If you can, in the comments, put an M next to your artist, album, or song. We will highlight that just as soon as we get through with these legendary segments. And without further ado, what you got for them?
Yes. Appreciate it. All right. So the segment that we about to go to right now is Flag on the Play. And pretty much when Flag on the Play is when we see any players, coaches, male or female, do anything egregious, it's our job as sports enthusiasts to call these people out. And with no further ado, my Flag on the Play goes to Noah Lyles. If you don't know Noah Lyles, it came in reportedly today. We don't know what happened, but Tyreek Hill ran a 100-meter, race. He ran a 100-meter race. He did his thing, got first place, and he had a sign, I believe, saying, Noah could never, or something like that. I'm just paraphrasing. And Noah has backed out of the race against Tyreek Hill. We don't know. But all that stuff you was talking about Tyreek won't be able to beat you, I just want to let everybody know Tyreek Hill is probably I ain't going to say probably is, well, maybe the fastest person in the NFL. Noah Lyles was talking that talk to Tyreek Hill saying, hey, you can't beat me. You know, he is an Olympian, a gold medal Olympian as well. But it just I don't know what happened. You know, the skeptics of everything, how it's looking. No, why you backing out when you just saw Tyreek ran like last week or a couple of days ago? I don't know. Hopefully we can find out soon. If we don't, that's perfectly fine. But hey, you talking all that talk. We need you to back that up, man. Look, you the gold medal. You don't have nothing to lose, and maybe because I show speed, beat Ashton Hall, in the race. A twin streamer beat Ashton Hall in the race.
No, you ain't. This dude really is athletic.
Yeah, he is athletic. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I show speed. He that guy. Like I can see him playing. He probably play football. But anyway, maybe he don't want that same embarrassment like Ashton Hall had got. But Noah Lyles, you talking all that talk about. You talking all that talk about NBA. You talking all that talk about Tyreek. We need to know what's up, man. Is this race gonna happen or not? That's all I want to know. Put up or shut up. That's it. That's all I want to say.
No, fool. You never throw your flag. My flag on the play this week is simply this. It goes to Kevin Durant wanting to be traded again. Yes, I know we talked about it in depth before, so if you didn't hear it now and this is where you're tuning in, I'm going to be selfish and not say too much about this. But Kevin Durant want to be traded again. I'm sick of it. I said he made a mistake and he should have went back with the Golden State Warriors. I dropped my flag.
Pick it up.
He should have went back with the Golden State Warriors when he had a chance to this year. I believe there was talks of it. He should have pushed for that. Now he's pushing to go to teams like the San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, Miami Heat, New York Knicks. It might be time to hang it up, man. And I know you still putting up 25 points per game and stuff like that. But like, as my daddy would say when I was younger, go sit your tail down somewhere. Be happy with where you're at, right? I just want this man to just live in his greatness. And it's almost like we always have said, you and I, he should never left Golden State. He should never left Golden State. Yep. And who knows what history would say right now. Maybe they win 5, 6, 7 in a row. Who knows? Maybe they actually make that prophecy come true. But it's just sad that you keep switching up teams. I don't know what to say. Some of the things that they saying seem to be just retire before your legacy gets tainted anymore. You're a top 75 player all the time, one of the best unique body types, whatever it may be. Kevin Durant, this flag goes to you because yet again you're being traded again. Your career looks like my professional career, except I'm not trying to leave. Outside forces keep making it happen.
All right, man. Look, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, hold on. It skipped on its own.
For Kevin Durant, man. Look, hey, you made your bed. Just stay there, man. Lay in it. It is what it is.
Let this be the last time.
Yeah, let this be the last time, man. If you want to, if this your last go, man, look, might as well go. Go back to Brooklyn or something, man.
It's like we wrong again.
You look like we wrong again. Looks like we wrong again. Okay. All right. So we have another segment that we call When Light Comes at You Fast. And pretty much when light comes at you fast is when you get on that helicopter or that airplane with your parachute on and you're on cloud 9, cloud 10, cloud 13, cloud 15, and you get ready to jump off that helicopter or plane with your parachute and your parachute don't work. This what happens. Yep, this is going towards the New York Knicks, man. Y'all can't find a head coach nowhere. I don't know what y'all have going on, interviewing all these other coaches and getting declined as you should. Ain't no way you're going to take a good coach from that's top wherever they at, and think y'all gonna pick them up. Y'all have lost y'all minds. Calling Dallas to pick up Jason Kidd, that's a no-go. Calling, like you had said, calling Houston to interview Ime Udoka, that's a no-go. Trying to interview Minnesota head coach, that's a no-no. After they just got through coming from the finals, y'all need to stop it. Either y'all need to go try to find one of these college basketball coaches, Rick Pitino or somebody, even though I highly doubt he come back and, one coach up there. But y'all need to do something or find something to do or, find another coach. Look, y'all, we have quite a few months left for y'all to get y'all head coach. I'm pretty sure whoever that coach is, they're gonna be perfectly fine. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna play their bench Tom Thibodeau, unlike Tom Thibodeau. But yeah, y'all calling the likes of Dallas, Minnesota, Houston. Y'all have lost y'all minds, man. Y'all might well gonna call Steve Nash up for all of that. But hey, it is what it is, man. So yeah, when light comes at you fast, goes to the New York Knicks because y'all don't have no suitors. Y'all, and also y'all did not have a plan after y'all fired Tom Thibodeau. That's the thing that's being lost right now. Y'all did not have a plan when you fired Tom Thibodeau. When you fire somebody, the thing you supposed to do is, all right, you already know who your replacement is. Y'all just fired him and y'all this is like y'all ain't finished your homework, man. What's going on? Y'all got the notebooks, y'all got the textbooks. Y'all come in class the next day, but your homework ain't done. It's just crazy, man. I don't know. Y'all need to do better. So that's when life comes at you fast. The New York Knicks.
Okay.
All right. I see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my money shot is something that I want you to remember, something that you cannot forget. I won't even say the rest because this is going to be a little quick one right here. So here we go. Here we go. My money shot goes to the experiment that I did last week. It goes to the shorts that we put out last week. Hey, we got plenty of views. Got hit across a couple platforms. We was able to sit up there and get a lot of views, which is good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
we hope that translate into hit the mic. Hope that it translates into subscribers and all that good stuff. But yeah, the money shot goes to finally keeping the plan in action, putting out some more content, and being the great people that we are. So goes to you and me, brother.
Hey man, look. And it's only the beginning, man.
Money slap me in my face is disrespectful.
Hey, it's only the beginning. Hey, that's how money about to fall out the sky with us, man. We
That is the omen. That is the omen.
Yeah, man.
All right. We are coming close to an end.
Yes, sir.
What we want to do is one more time, if you can. You still got a couple of seconds to submit your music picks. What we like to do here on this show at G&C Sports Talk with Cary and Gary. See, I put your name there first this time.
Yes, sir.
What we like to do. No. What we like to do here, see, you went too far. We love to highlight music. We love listening to. We love learning about it. We love hearing it. So one day we're going to have a music license and we can play it on here. But until then, we have you put an M next to the artist, album, or song, and we highlight them as we are getting ready to do now. And without further ado, should have made something for the music series by now.
It's all good.
Players mess up. And without further ado, here we go.
Ooh.
Forever by Lil Mo.
Hey, throwback and classic.
Okay.
Classic.
See how many we can get right without screwing up the name. Ordinary by Alex Warner. All right. I'm going to have to listen to that one.
Alex Warren.
Whatever.
Warren.
That's Warren. I ain't want to be wrong, but you right. That's
Say it again.
Warren.
Oh, okay.
I'm country. All right. Balloons by Aha Gazelle. We actually know somebody who knows him. Steve. Chicago?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
They know him. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Say it's your birthday. Go, girl. Say hi by Trey Songz.
All right. Waterfalls by Aha Gazelle. So I see what you on.
Okay.
I see what you on. Yeah, but Steve actually know him.
Okay.
I want to say he produces for him. I could be wrong. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to ask him. Oh.
Call Me When You Break Up by Selena Gomez.
I know that one.
Hey, yo.
I know that one.
We in our fields today. Your Smile by Renee and Angela.
I don't think I heard that one. I'm going to have to go listen to that one. Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
All right, man. I like what we're doing here today.
We might have a few more, so give me 1 second.
Shake your groove thing, yeah. No one
gets me. Absolutely. He often does on the music too.
You already know.
What we got here? The Universe Galaxy. Okay.
All right.
Hey, can you guys do a topic while Michael Jordan fans of the world?
Worst sports fans of all time. It is a really good topic.
Hold on, let me get back to G. The only I'm bad with names, so I probably have heard it, but I can't remember it. We got a couple seconds to do something on this.
All right, okay.
Do you want to do this?
All right, so we I mean specifically with Michael Jordan.
Well, let's do our picks first.
Okay.
I'm jumping the gun. That's a good one right there. All right, go ahead with your picks, good sir.
All right, so the first one I have is a nice little funky groove. Think back in the day, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Zapp and Roger, Haliburton, Off the Ground, and nice little R&B record, that came out a couple of years ago. Bryson Tiller featuring Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Patient, man. It's a nice little record. So again, Haliburton, Off the Ground, and Bryson Tiller featuring Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Patient.
All right. Like I did that?
Yeah.
All right, and my two Bino Rito featuring Blast, Go Best Friend, and Rory Masego and Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
Off Road.
I gotta check that one out. The first one I already heard, but Roy, Masego, Freddie Gibbs, anything Freddie Gibbs on, gotta check it out.
Literally before we came. So Bino Rito featuring Blast, Go Best Friend, and Rory Masego, Freddie Gibbs, Off Road.
Okay.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, man.
Enough room on here. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Man.
It's too bad you guys don't let the audience join you. I would give you guys lots of details.
Well, just so you know, we actually are working on that right now. So we will have a number where people can call in and give it a little radio feel. We're going to release it. We're working on details, make sure everything good behind the scenes, but really, really soon we're going to have that because I know y'all might like hearing our angelic voices, but we want to hear from y'all live. So we actually are working on getting that going. That's the most important reason why we got this new setup. Eventually, really, really soon, we're going to have it to where people can call in and, hey, we're going to get it popping that way.
Yep. And let's see, you can actually set it up in a little few minutes. You don't need a number. You can use StreamYard and restream them.
Yeah, we already knew that part, but we got it. We got something different going. But yeah, we got that. We appreciate that though. But to what you had said earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so I can see why people are so they defend Michael Jordan so much. The reason is he's going to do something that he already did something that's never, I don't think in my lifetime that will ever be done ever again. That's one. Two, the place where he got it done at in Chicago. Chicago is mainly what we know as a basketball city. So of course, people out there in Chicago think Chicago is the best basketball city in the country. They think they produce the best basketball players. Hey, rightfully so, man. PG County do have something to say about that. But hey, it is what it is. We ain't talking about that. We talking about Michael Jordan. But everybody gravitated towards him. He's won at every level, won a championship, and never went to a game 7 while winning in 6 NBA titles. Now, for me personally, I don't think he faced the best competition, but hey, it is what it is.
So to what the question was, Michael Jordan fans are the worst sports fans of all time. Michael Jordan fans cannot be pushed off any cliff whatsoever. They believe that he is what God sent down to sit up here and rule over the basketball world. And here's the thing why they the worst. They always say, oh, he won 6 in a row. Well, he didn't win 11. They always say, "Oh, well, he did 6 in a row." Well, technically, he didn't win the 6 in a row. He had to take a 2-year break after his dad had passed away to go pursue baseball, which many said he was getting good at, but he was not a good baseball player.
Yep.
Literally, it's like the Chuck Norris jokes. You think who can sit up there and palm 6 basketball in one hand is Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Who can jump higher than anybody and stretch farther than anything? Well, they made Space Jam, and that was Michael Jordan. The reason why he's like he's the Tupac of basketball.
Everybody, he the boogeyman.
He's the thing that everybody worship, everybody believes is the GOAT, the best. And there are arguments out there for different. The sports fans are just the worst because you can equate them. If you're thinking about being as bad as possible, they're the equivalent of Cowboys fans.
Yep.
Cowboys fans believe without a shadow of a doubt that they are God's gift to football. When the Packers, Steelers, and maybe Patriots would differ. And I know sports fan base, but I'm just talking about rings or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the fans are incredibly delusional, but they also have good points. I don't know why they're the worst, but that's a great point. I'll counter. I think LeBron James fans are the worst.
Hold on. Well, no, I won't say all of that now. Whoa. I don't think. I mean, you compare and contrast. Like LeBron has had a better career, just like Jordan.
Has he had a better career or a longer career?
Yeah, but a better career. He has had a better career. Statistically, LeBron has had a better career than Michael Jordan. He has had a better career than Kobe Bryant. I'm sorry to say, he has had it. I'm just saying, it's still going.
So okay, and I'll say this before we get to the comments because I know we got a couple of them in there. He's had a better career than LeBron. I'm sorry, he has a better career than Kobe and Michael. If he's had a better career than Kobe and Michael, and I'm not even trying to be this guy, but this is what people will often go to first. How many rings he got?
4.
How many Kobe got?
5.
How many Michael got?
6.
I'm just saying, like I'm just saying that's what people do. I understand you could say most points, most assists, most whatever, but yeah, he might have played longer, but this is a different, less physical NBA, right?
Okay.
And the reason why they give Jordan the props is because before him, literally right before him, Magic and Bird ruled it. The Pistons stopped him. He had to go through that. And that's why they say certain things. I'm being candid right now.
Yeah.
We can say next week who we think is the GOAT or whatever. But literally the reason why Jordan fans are the way they are is because of the way he had a cultural impact on the game, literally made it go global. The time delayed, tape delayed, stopped. And he was a part of that. He was a part of pushing it. Like you couldn't say Jordan without basketball.
Yeah.
And also he controlled a lot of things too. He stopped Isaiah Thomas from getting on board the dream team. He was that dude. He came in, he took it over when he got a chance to, and when he got the team around him, he took it to heights that some say were never accomplished. But the fans themselves don't listen to reason because they believe they seen the greatest thing known to man.
Exactly. We everybody that was around that time just witnessed it, and for all the Jordan heads out there, I can see why the shoes, the team where he's at, the winning that he did. I can see it, but like I said, I think LeBron still had a better career now. When it comes to championships, it's all good.
We'll see. Yes, we do need to link up. It's a couple of things I need to follow up on. If you could drop your social media handle or email address, either one of them, we will get in contact with you because that is our next phase in this growth of this here podcast.
Yeah, man.
It's to be on more and also let more come on. Let more people come on.
Yep.
Let me see.
The guy on the left is a typical Michael Jordan fan. No offense, just funny. And the guy on the right, know what's up. Hey, we appreciate you. The Universal Galaxy.
Hey,
that's nice.
But yeah, if you can drop your handle in, I'll go searching for you too. It's a social media email. We'll get in contact because that is what we need to do, especially as we get ready to gear up for the football season. We want to start getting our regulars on. Anybody who might tune in, we got that thing going. But yeah, anyway, we made it to an hour.
Yeah.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for being a repeat offender, new subscriber, new liker, new viewer, whatever it may be. We thank you so much.
Yep.
We love you. We appreciate you. Shout out To you, good sir.
No, shout out to you, sir. I appreciate you, man.
Also, happy Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
And if nothing else is left, we want to bid you adieu, say we love you. And also, this is the G&C Sports Talk.
Well, we do it for the culture.
By the culture.
Because we are the culture, you dig?
#1 sports podcast. Why?
Because our mama said so.
Because our mama said so. We love you. We thank you. And we can't wait to see you again.
Peace.